Hi everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about the Flying Dutchman. So this is a really cool ghost stories. It's one of a few that are about something ghostly that isn't human or animal, so it's kind of cool. The Flying Dutchman is a legendary ghost ship that is believed to be doomed to sail the ocean forever, never making port. So that's kind of crazy. The general belief about it is that the Flying Dutchman was a ship whose captain actually refused to take safe harbor during a storm. It's believed that his crew and the passengers on the ship begged him to take safe harbor. He refused and he challenged God to take them down. So essentially, the bring it on of the time. And the ship was lost at sea and everybody on board perished. And it is now believed that they um, kind of appear in the ocean to other ships during bad weather as a harbinger of bad luck or doom. Like somebody on the ship is not going to ever see dry land again. So that is terrible and kind of creepy. So the history of the ship is kind of interesting. So there's the legend, and then the first written reference of it was in 1795 in a book by John MacDonald. And in this book, he explains that during a storm, the Flying Dutchman was unable to port, so it ended up getting lost at sea, and everybody perished. And now it's seen during bad weather, so it's a slightly different story, but similar. Um, After that initial reference, the Flying Dutchman has been referenced in many books, in many movies, in songs, in video games, in comic books. It's also been on TV and even in the opera and some other theater shows. So it's become a really popular kind of ghost story all around the world. So that's really neat. Um, so the last reported sighting of the Flying Dutchman happened in the early 1900s, which is kind of interesting. Like, why has it not happened now? We're not really sure, but it's possible that people are seeing it and attributing it to other things, or seeing it and not reporting it. It was more common then to travel by boat, so possibly that's why, but there are no like super recent reports of sightings of the Flying Dutchman. Now, there is some potential explanations for this phenomenon. Now, some people, including ship captains, believe that this is likely an optical illusion. In some situations, there is like a reflection that's caused that looks to be floating above the water because of how the light hits the water when ships are kind of at a distance. So this is one explanation. In another story, a ship captain explained to his crew that sometimes it looks like there is an identical ship to the one sailing right above it and upside down. And this is caused by how the light comes in and where the sun is. And in this story, when he explained it to his crew, he pointed it out in the distance, what people were seeing. He had them look, and they did see a boat. And then they ended up seeing other phantom ships around the same area that were reflections of other boats as well. So this is a possible explanation. I mean, I don't really know. Nobody knows, I guess, but I would be curious to see if anybody, anytime in the future, ever sees the Flying Dutchman or comes across it, or ends up hearing something about it from somebody else, because since we have so much more knowledge now and so much more technology, we're less likely to kind of be tricked by things like optical illusions when we're flying or sailing or things like that. So we will see, I guess. And in the meantime, all of the stories, all of the sightings, everything that you read or hear about the Flying Dutchman, we'll never know for sure if it was actually this phantom ship signaling to people that something bad was coming, or if it was just an optical illusion and the people on the boat just got really freaked out and wrote in their logs about something that wasn't actually real. Who knows? But anyway, that's the information that I have on the Flying Dutchman. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will be back on another day with another video about something totally different. Okay? Thanks, guys. Bye.